I don't know that we're going to put that first part on, but if you don't hear it, you always have to wonder exactly what it was. Exactly what it may have been. So, Billy McNeil, you were running late tonight. Tell us about that. You robbed a bank?
Robbed a bank. No, I'm already so filthy rich that'd just be redundant at this point.
That's true. That's true. So you just like to wear a ski mask and carry guns? Because when he came in here peeling out, I mean,
what's not to love?
That's true. That's true.
Just look suspicious at all times. That's what I go by.
Absolutely.
Keeps things interesting.
So I'm Curtis Wilde. I think that he might be a transformer or something.
I'm Billy McNeil.
He is Billy McNeil.
Hi.
And over there is
Chrissy Wildfire.
absolutely the lovely one.
Oh shit! I forgot to do one of my fake names. Hi, I'm Fudge Lumpkin. Nice to meet you.
He's the only one that has a fake name.
I got about 80 of them.
He does.
You'll hear them all. Just tune in.
He has it in a book, and he's.
It's called the Book of Billies.
He's passed this book around the locker room from time to time, and I don't think the people take him seriously until he starts calling himself that.
Yeah.
You could have ended that sentence like 5 words sooner.
Yeah, I don't think he takes himself seriously. And that's where we just
Precisely.
So things are crazy in the world today, man. We got a Masters of the Universe movie right around the corner.
Oh, dude, it looks so awesome. Especially compared to that pile of shit from the 80s.
The Dolph Lundgren jam.
The Dolph Lundgren jam.
I was a little hesitant. I was a little worried about what was going to come of it when I saw the synopsis, when I saw that it was going to take place partially on Earth. I was like, oh no, they're going to do that again.
I was going to say that was part of the problem with the first one of the bigger problems of the first one, in my opinion, anyway. But
ever since I saw 300, I'm like, we need a Masters of the Universe on Eternia in the style of 300.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely got elements of that in there, and I don't know, it's a lot different too. Because I mean, when they did Masters of the Universe in the late '80s or whatever, that early '90s, I don't remember exactly when, but they didn't really quite have the know-how, it seems, to adapt an existing property from television or video games. I mean, look at the Super Mario Bros.
Because they did have the know-how. I mean, look at Star Wars. Star Wars had that otherworldly feel. I mean,
fair enough, but I mean, Masters of the Universe is always like barbarian times, but also with science and magic.
True story. And it's kind of like Thor, where science meets magic.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it kind of came in a different form, but it's very similar. Anyway, the thing that I like about it is that he starts out on Earth, gets pulled to Eternia, finds out he's He-Man. I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I think all of the 80s nerd boys out there are probably looking forward to seeing it too.
Absolutely.
What was your experience with He-Man? You married one. Ha! See what I did there?
I don't get it. I don't like jokes.
He's not a fan of jokes. Jokes are not funny to him.
Jokes and laughter are awful.
Horrible.
We're not very punny around here.
No, not funny at all.
Sorry, guys. Wrong podcast for that.
Yeah, you'll have to go to a punny farm.
Anyway.
Physically hurt me to hear that.
No, seeing as I was born in 86, I actually was not, I didn't grow up on He-Man.
Yeah, He-Man's heyday was what, like 84, 85?
Yeah, probably around there.
Earlier
Until like
than that,
89
even.
maybe.
Well, I remember on the day my sister was born in 1983, I got Skull Mountain as a gift.
See, that was much easier to find than Castle Grayskull.
I'm sure it was, yeah. I mean, I don't have any frame of reference.
Because that was the first one I got, was a Skull Mountain.
Was Skull Mountain?
Yeah. Or maybe they thought that I was just a villain at heart. They're like, you must like Skeletor.
You make a convincing villain, I'll give you that.
Well, I mean,
prick.
The crowd took me as a villain, or hated me as a villain for quite some time at SICW, until they learned the real me, until they got to know the real us. And now we get a pretty alright reaction. I mean, every now and again we get some claps and some cheers. And
yeah, chants even.
Fuck no, chants.
Yeah.
Chants, that's money at a wrestling show.
How'd we manage that?
I don't even know, because they really used to hate us.
I know.
There's a thin line between love and hate. It's more than just a movie by, who the hell did that? Spike Lee? I don't know. Maybe. Anywho.
Could have been.
But yeah, I mean, they're just different sides of the same coin. They're strong emotions in one particular way towards someone or something, and you guys managed to flip it. So
I think they got to the point where they hated us so much that they loved to hate us, and then they, like he said, they got to know us a little bit better and realized, that we weren't as awful as we were made out to be over the years.
Well, I'm still a little dastardly, but I use it for the forces of good these days.
And
Yeah,
I have never cheated a single day at SICW.
No, she's always just looked out for her investment.
See?
That's been the thing since we got started there.
sounds like some double talk to me, but what do I know?
Here's the thing, though, man. We gotta do what we gotta do, and we may have to get a little villainous on February 7th.
No, I mean I'm absolutely down to do that. I'll bring weapons and all kind of crazy
I think
shit.
we might get disqualified for that. Maybe we should bring home the W and show these guys exactly who's boss and exactly what SICW is about. What I'm talking about is Saturday night dysfunction
Yeah.
in the tag team match, tag team war.
It is going to be Brandon Espinosa and Kyle Roberts, right? Not some other combination of
Yeah,
the three members.
I really don't care, but I think that Herb, as he's making the matches, set it up as a tag match. If it was a 2-on-3, it would have said that on the contract we signed.
Well, right. I'm just saying because I mean it was
Hey,
just
I
versus
stay outside
dysfunction.
of the ring. Their third can stay outside of the ring too.
Why don't you get in on that then?
I mean,
You could take him.
I might
think
have to.
I would agree. I think it could take you.
I think so. He's about my size.
Just try not to get kicked in the face by him because that doesn't feel very good.
I haven't yet, so
But-
there's that.
Well, hopefully one of these days, fingers crossed.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's try to avoid. Maybe I'll kick him in the face. That's how that works. But I did witness him throw himself at us and caught a little bit of that. Me, you.
Yeah, yeah,
and
heel
we were on
right in the
outside
top of the head.
ring, and you caught a heel in the top of the head.
Yeah, pretty much.
Man, that's one of the dangers when a guy throws himself at you.
There's not a lot of good things that can come of that, honestly.
No,
So
no, not for you, and usually not for him. But that's why they call it reckless disregard, right?
it's a high risk move for a reason. I'm not sure who I was just impersonating there, but
50s newsman. Okay, I do believe.
yeah, that works. But I mean,
I
I'll
think
tell
Larry
you,
Madison could be proud.
I
Well,
certainly
that's
hope
when
so.
it breaks down into a Donnybrook.
That's true. That's true. That was one of Larry's favorite words.
Much love, Larry.
Yeah. But I mean, we're not the only tag match that night, man. So we're gonna have an exciting night. You and I are the co-main event, but also
Are we co-main event? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
yeah. But coming in is Pondo. He's teaming with Attila, and they're gonna go
Ooh.
2-on-2 with the Gateway
That's gonna be a
Saints.
war.
International superstar Madman Pondo.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if they weren't allowed to use weapons.
I wasn't being sarcastic either. I genuinely mean that Pondo's awesome.
Yeah, Pondo is a legendary superstar in our business. He's a legendary performer, and some people, purists or whatever, into pro wrestling get turned off by hardcore wrestling and
He's an artist of
deathmatch
his
wrestling
own
and things
form.
like that. But it is a form of art.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We are doing visual art live and in living color, and he just does it in a different way sometimes, and in other countries. So like he's still going to Japan. He's still doing that whole thing.
Hey, performance art is performance art, no matter where you're doing it and the canvas that you're on.
Where's the
That's
first
good.
time you saw Pondo?
Jeez, probably MRW, which was the precursor
Wow.
to GCW, which was the precursor to Dynamo, which is still in business.
So
So I guess the
GCW was a precursor to a lot of things. Around
GCW it definitely has its place in local wrestling history, I
Oh,
think.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean,
No question.
I mean, if it weren't for GCW, SICW wouldn't have a lot of the extremely talented individuals that we have now.
we definitely got a nice contingent of former GCW guys that for those of you who don't know, GCW's Gateway Championship Wrestling, run by Big Bad Ben, started in like April of 2000, if I remember correctly. I joined up in June or July of 2000, and yeah, I mean that place was awesome. Like that was one of the better times of my entire life, and so
as a
many
guy from
talented people.
As a guy from
Yeah.
outside of St. Louis, that was one of the places that really got on my radar before I got here.
I was always curious, like how if anybody outside of the area like had any reverence for it or knew about it even or whatever.
I was a student of the game. I was doing tape trading and things like that, so
Those were the
I
days,
might
man.
have been a little more in the know than some of the other guys. I was getting the torch like second or third hand.
Oh, sure,
Pro
yeah.
wrestling torch
Oh yeah,
when it was
of course.
paper. You know, it would come out of a
The
cook's
actual
back,
newsletters.
It would come out of a cook's back pocket and into somebody's hand. They would look through it, and then it would go to me. You know,
Gotcha.
nobody would wash their hands either. It was horrible.
Nobody washed their hands in the 90s. I don't know if you guys knew that or not.
Especially the cooks
We
That's
start-
when you could still smoke in restaurants.
in airplanes.
Yeah.
You could smoke in hospitals back then, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Some of those cars still have ashtrays in the back of the seats. The old cars.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's funny. Like every car still has the outlet where the cigarette lighter used to go, but most people have no idea what that actually. Like,
Right,
what the
because they
purpose
use
of
it for
was.
their phone chargers
That's
now.
that's all it is.
Well, that's all that we need it for anymore.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, some phones you could probably light a cigarette with the phone.
If it's not an app yet, it will be.
It's coming. And now somebody's going to steal my idea.
I was gonna say, do people still smoke cigarettes? I don't know, like too many people who do anymore.
Hardly.
They still sell them.
Not
people still
many.
partake.
I still see them for sale, but I feel like I never see anybody smoke anymore. I used to smoke cigarettes. Don't smoke cigarettes, kids.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
Oh.
But I smoked cigarettes for a really long time, and it felt like, you know, when I'd go
There
out for a
was a
smoke at a
smoking
show,
section.
yeah, there was 10 other dudes out there smoking with me.
Everywhere you went.
Yeah.
Dude, when I was in high school, we had a smoking section next to the high school, across the street. Because you couldn't smoke on
course, of
school
course.
grounds. But there was a smoking section that was like cordoned off the school smoking section.
Tremendous.
Yep.
You're never
That's-
going to see that again.
That's where you went. That's where it was allowed. No, you're never going to see that again. Nor should you.
No.
And I know that when it switched over in Illinois, that was a major issue. But I think that at least Wild Country, when we worked there, handled it pretty well. They
Well,
built
when you're working in bars and restaurants, when something like that, major change like that happens, you kind of have a different perspective of it. You know, was it a pain in the ass? Yes, but we also saw the value to it because it was less cleaning that we had to do. We were breathing better air on a regular basis in an environment that we had to be in order to do our job.
Fair point, yeah. And there's one thing I really noticed when I stopped smoking cigarettes. I still smoke, but just drugs, though. But when I stopped smoking,
nicotine, folks, just for the record.
it's medicine.
Yeah, this is going to be on YouTube, bro. You can
I don't give a shit. But the smell of cigarettes when you're a non-smoker is, oh my God, I can't believe how strong it was. I never really noticed being a smoker for as long as I was, but my God, it is
Yeah.
potent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and the
Although
other thing
every
that-
once in a while, somebody will light one, and it's just like the very beginning of a cigarette, that initial light up smell. I'm like, oh, it's kind of a positive memory, and it almost makes me want to take a drag of one again. And then I'm like, no, let's not do that.
of your days.
It's
as a
been
smoker.
way
Yeah.
too many years since
That's-
I've smoked a cigarette.
Oh,
I'm not.
it's
You know, one of the things that turned me off from smoking cigarettes, and the reason that I still don't.
lung cancer.
Well,
that
yeah,
too. But we moved out of a place that we smoked cigarettes indoors,
yeah,
Sure, yeah.
and when you move the pictures off the walls, it's a rectangle in the shape of the picture because there's so much tar that
I
came
know
off
exactly
the cigarette.
what you're talking
And
about.
then we tried to clean it, and like you put cleaner on the wall, and it drips nicotine.
Yeah, it just
tar.
melts.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was terrible.
And I thought to myself, if that's going in my body, or if that's coming out of my body, what's going in?
Yeah.
You know.
The same.
So, yeah.
But a higher
right.
concentration.
With a
Ugh.
higher concentration. And that kind of stuff runs in my family, so I kind of got away from that. And I don't even remember who it was said, one day our children are going to look at us and be like, wait a minute, you lit something on fire and sucked it into your mouth? Like, why would you light anything on fire and suck it into your mouth?
It's very counterintuitive.
Right.
True story.
You would think, right?
But
Yet
I
here
mean,
we are.
you know, to each their own. And if you do that, then
Yeah, do whatever you want,
that's
as
the
long as
thing,
you're not
man.
hurting
Live your
anybody
life.
else.
Live your life. Something else that I was thinking of though.
All right.
Curtis?
Joe Helms is coming back. What?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. What do you got?
The thought just came. You know, it's been almost 7 years since we smoked cigarettes.
Wow.
7 years? Not bad. I going up.
Well done.
I thought you were just taking a swing
I
at me.
punch that microphone too.
But
I don't want to be left out of the violence.
so 7
I
years
just
so, I guess
punch Billy. No, I'm just kidding.
it wouldn't be
too
the
bad.
first time.
Too quick.
But yeah. So what? 2019, I guess you guys quit smoking.
Yeah, in the
She
beginning of
knows dates better than I
2019.
do.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to go back in Facebook and look at, when I started the vape pens.
There you go.
Honestly, 'cause,
Yeah.
that's how I
But,
keep track of a lot of things. Some dates I remember, but a lot of other things are really cloudy.
I don't necessarily remember dates. I remember other events and things in the timeline around that time, if that makes sense.
No, that makes perfect sense. Basically, mnemonic devices via nostalgia.
Exactly.
But yeah, quit in 2015.
Good for you.
So
Nice.
yeah, coming up on 11 years.
Yeah.
Oh, 11 years. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was
dude.
like it was. I remember it was summertime. I don't remember exactly when, but summer 2015. So
Good for you. It's a hell of a
Well done.
milestone.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, I haven't picked up any other habits either, so that's great.
Haven't put any others down either.
Except, yeah, good point. He hasn't put any others.
Medicinal.
But I started to bring up Joe Helms. We
Yes,
went back
Joe
into
Helms.
the cigarette thing, but have you seen any of that guy's work lately?
Not in a little bit, no.
He's firing on all cylinders.
Have you ever played Super Punch Out? You already know where I'm going with this, right?
No, but I'm really interested.
Okay, so in Mike Tyson's Punch Out, obviously the last character was Mike Tyson, but in Super Punch Out, the last character is this guy named, oh god, I'm gonna get this wrong, because there's two of them. It's Nick Bruiser. Nick Bruiser is the last guy. He's got a twin brother named Rick Bruiser who's right before him, but Joe Helms is cut out of the exact same cloth as both of those guys, and if you see them, you're gonna be like, oh my god, that's him.
Okay. That makes sense then.
Dead
Can
ringer.
can we put that in the podcast? Just edit that in
I'll be able
there.
to put a picture up like
Throw
right
it up
here.
in post.
Look right here. I'm going to put it where my finger is.
Do a half and half, one of the character and one of Joe.
But no, he's coming up. He usually hangs out down there in Mid-States Wrestling with
Yeah, that's
Jason
absolutely.
Jones and all them guys. Oh yeah, Dead
That's
Ringer.
him.
Dead Ringer. Show the camera. Yeah,
That's him.
That's Joe Helms.
Joe
That's
Helms.
a 1980s video game version of Joe Helms.
He's gonna be there Saturday night. I
Probably
think that
hits
the
as
fans
hard
are
as
probably
Nick
looking
Bruiser,
forward
too.
to that guy. Probably. And the guy throws hands.
He's
And
ungodly
he's got some heavy
strong.
hands, and he's strong as can be. Man, he can throw most guys in our locker room, and our locker room is where the big boys play.
Land of the
literally.
Giants.
Land of the
I was
Giants.
gonna say I've been in the ring with him once, and he picked me up like I would pick up an infant. So
Yes.
it was a little scary.
Every time I
Did you
give
poke
him
him in the eye?
I tried.
See, I poked him in the eye before he picked me up. It worked.
I'll keep it in mind for next time. It seems
There you
like
go.
our values are aligned at this point, so I don't think we're gonna be fighting each other anytime soon. Thank God.
Yeah, because I mean, those matches were hellacious.
It wasn't fun.
he'd make a really great
Oh, it was a great
springboard for
time.
you.
It was a great time.
He probably would. I
I got to
mean,
beat you up a lot. But I earned respect, man. I earned a new respect for you and all that. And I was like, man, that guy can take a licking and keep on sticking and moving and sticking and moving and juking and jiving.
that's it.
Because I'm wordy. That's what I said instead of the other thing.
Fair enough, man. I mean, it's like I told my children several times: the more you get hit, the less you feel it. So
That's true. It numbs up.
yeah,
It does get numb in the places that you get hit.
yeah, and then you develop like an almost external callus to being hit at some point. It doesn't hurt as much anymore. It just becomes second nature.
It is a weird thing. The shot goes away.
Weird.
The shot goes away. You get hit a number of times and it doesn't feel the same as the first times that you were punched.
That's actually a really good way to put it because I think, like, if you take average guy or gal off the street and they're, you ask them, to what degree are you terrified of being punched in the face? It's probably pretty high. But, like, with any of us, I mean, it's happened so many times that shock is gone. It's just, the actual act of getting hit.
True story. Let me let you in on a little secret, a little behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, I like it.
Yeah, BTS, bro. We're doing a match, me, Moondog, Rover, and we're in the middle of this match, and I'm starting to bleed, and he wraps the chain. We're doing a dog collar match, so there's a collar around my throat, a collar around his throat, a chain connecting the two.
Yep.
He wraps the chain around his fist, and he starts punching me in the forehead.
Lovely.
Because I was already somewhat bleeding.
Yep.
Gentleman and a scholar.
And I decided in that moment that if he's going to punch me in the forehead, I'm going to headbutt his hand.
Yep.
And
Sorry.
It's certainly a strategy.
That's
True
exactly
story.
what I did. And I bet his hand was super sore the next day.
Yep.
Probably, yeah.
I'm standing at ringside, and literally all I see is Curtis start to take these punches, and then after about the third or fourth one, he just starts leaning into him. And I'm like, oh,
You're going to punch
great.
me in the forehead. I'm going to break your hand.
At the very least, he'd be very confused, so.
There was that. I won that match. See?
I mean, I had no idea what
It
I was
worked.
going to have to deal with the next day.
Can't argue with results.
It worked. And you can look at my Facebook page, and my entire forehead was a bruise.
Yeah.
Like a very.
Gee, I wonder why.
Manny Fernandez was there that night.
Oh, yeah?
The Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez.
Yep.
And my forehead looked about like his does, and his is scarred up from like 45 years of bleeding.
Yeah.
I was going to say, he's got one of the craziest foreheads of all time.
Cuts and
But
gouges.
in human
all
history.
Scars,
Mine
yeah.
was just entirely bruised up. My whole forehead was all bruised up. But you know what? I bet Moondog's hand was sore the next day.
I can't imagine it wasn't.
See? I win.
I'm sold. Do you think you would use the strategy again?
I think that's a younger man's strategy.
Are you sure?
I think that might be why some dates are a little cloudy. That's why things are a little foggy in my memory.
Yeah, apparently head injuries.
I think that might
Good for
also
that.
have a little something to do with that scar on your forehead is a little bit deeper.
Let's
Well,
see. Yeah, you definitely.
but it disappears. Watch.
Yeah,
Did you
amongst
see
the
that?
others.
Yeah.
Like leaves in a tree.
Exactly. You got it. I knew that it was going to be that way because of my forehead wrinkles, or what are they
So
called?
you premeditated all the laugh lines.
Yeah, I just knew it.
Yeah.
I knew that, like, as soon as I had a match with
So
Attila,
it's a
if he cut me, it was going to be in one of those wrinkles, and nobody was going to be able to tell anyway.
So many levels of strategy here. I'm
Until
impressed,
I relaxed
honestly.
my forehead. And then it's just one big wrinkle.
But you're always like a half second away from doing it again, so.
Who knows? I don't know if he's going to bust through my door and come at me with a fork. And that's just the thing. When it first happened, it was a big gash, and then right next to it was a fork and a fork, and like you could see
The
three
fork
out
marks,
of
the
points.
tined fork marks,
the
yeah.
3 out of the 4 fork marks across the thing.
Yep.
But yeah, Attila was no walk in the park, and Jason Breed
Telling
and
me.
Sean Vincent are going to have their hands full with Attila. And
Oh, between
That's
him and
for sure.
Pondo, yeah, that's gonna be a war. I'm glad I get to sit back and watch that one and don't have to participate. Don't get me wrong, I would welcome the opportunity, but it's kind of nice to be able to just say, "You guys got this one, all right?"
I'm going to bet if there are rules that they're going to break all of them.
Don't lie, Billy. You're going to smack their ass on the way out of the curtain.
Or try.
Yeah,
Or try. Just because he knows that they're not going to stop and turn around and interrupt their match.
I don't know. I don't think Attila and Pondo would appreciate that, which
No.
may motivate me even further to do it.
And the way that
I was
the,
talking about Vincent and Breed.
see, our brains work
Equal
different.
opportunity over here, you know.
Our brains work different. 'Cause I was thinking Pondo and Attila too.
I mean, if you are feeling froggy enough, have at it.
Possibly Nick Ridnour. Who knows, man?
Ooh,
Might get
careful,
him in there.
Nick.
Yeah. Rep Nick.
Dr.
Man,
Drew,
our
maybe.
poor
I don't know.
referees really take a beating.
But they keep on taking it too. We got to throw a shout out for Texas, Andy Freeman. What's up, Andy? We haven't forgot
Andy.
about you, man.
Andy,
We miss you.
you're my favorite referee.
Don't tell Nick
Besides all the other ones.
or the other ones.
Or any of the other ones.
Any of the other ones, don't tell them. Keep that between us. They don't watch the podcast.
That's okay.
anyway,
We were
Andy.
his favorite too. We know.
That's true. That's true. I mean, he counted the 3 many times for us.
He did all the way to 3.
Yeah, he didn't really have a choice because, I mean, what was he going to do? Stop and not count when we could have been there till 5? That's how we roll.
He was always good for that. Be welcomed back with open arms as long as he promises to be nice again.
Yeah,
That's right.
he got a little shady, a little sketchy there towards the end.
Yeah, he really took a turn, didn't he?
I think he was just trying to protect his own investment, you guys.
And I understand how you can understand or be understanding, but he started rocking the Saturday Night Main Event ref gear and the
I
whole,
appreciated
like,
that, actually. I thought that,
That
was
was-
awesome.
I'm not
That was
gonna
good.
lie, I appreciated it too, but he started acting like Earl Hebner when he was wearing that gear. You know, during the Andre Hogan flip where Million Dollar Man sold the belt to Andre, or Andre sold the belt to Million Dollar Man.
Yeah, and Hogan insisted the only possibility of that was that $1 Million Man bought plastic surgery for some other guy to look exactly like Hebner.
Absolutely, it could not have been his twin brother Dave.
Absolutely not.
It couldn't have been.
No.
It had to be Earl Hebner or somebody that was hired to get plastic surgery and become Earl Hebner.
That seems like
was
the most
some
plausible explanation.
That was some Days of Our Lives stuff, though.
Pretty
They stole
much,
that
yeah.
straight out of Stepano DiMera playbook.
Out of who now? You missed
You
me
don't
with that
remember
one.
Days of Our Lives?
I'm familiar with it. Yeah, Joey Tribbiani was on it.
Was he?
Dr. Drake Ramore. I'm talking about Friends. You know the show Friends.
Yeah, I know that show. Days of Our
The
Lives.
character Joey
was
on
like
that show was on Days
30
of Our
years
Lives.
before that.
No, I know, but the character Joey Tribbiani, played by Matt LeBlanc, was on Days of Our Lives on the show. Like, the show was within the show.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So
I
you
never
did a
watched that
crossover?
soap opera,
I've seen
but
every
I knew
episode.
There's
that.
a Days of Our Lives Friends multiverse?
Sort of, I guess, because, like I said, he's a character on the show Friends, but he's also in the show Friends a character on Days of Our Lives, which is a fictional version of Days of Our
fourth
Lives
wall.
within
Now I
the
get it.
Friends universe,
Now I
which
get it.
exists inside the Tommy Westfall universe, which was created at the end of St. Elsewhere when it was determined that the entire show had just taken place in the mind of a child who was looking into a snow globe.
Yeah.
That was
Google
a
that.
phenomenal
Yeah.
description. Billy McNeil.
No,
I'm gonna
I didn't
clip
just
that,
come up
bro.
with that. That's a real thing. Look up Tommy Westfall universe. It's prepare to lose hours of your life if you find it as fascinating as I do.
I haven't been clipping these episodes, but I think I'm going to clip that
Yeah.
and just put that out.
Billy just
Clip it out.
spewing
Just
his
explaining.
friend's knowledge.
Absolutely. The thing is, like, if something's popular, I don't really get behind it, or I don't want to partake. I'll let everybody else, and then, you know, if I hear good things, then I
Sure.
might check it out down the road. So, like, Friends, Seinfeld, all that stuff. I never really caught on with any of it.
No, I
It was
I
a
can
little
understand that.
above my age group, I think, for the time.
Yeah, what year did you say you were born? 86.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean,
you'd
I
have been
watched
like
Full
9
House
when
when I was
out.
a kid, and I did watch Friends, but not like religiously.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I mean, Full House is the most white bread milk toast show of all time. And
Well, I know, but
continues
everybody
to be.
watched it when we were kids.
Oh, but yeah, I was going to say, but everybody watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and any, like, people that were in a, you know, broken home, they had father figures.
All right.
You didn't even know you had father figures, but they were right there on the screen,
There you go.
Exactly.
you know?
Man, I miss a lot of those shows. Somebody told me that there is a streaming service that has like a lot of those old sitcoms on it, and I think it'd be cool just to do like a sitcom nostalgia night or something like that. There's also one that does all of the old Adult Swim and all the old Nickelodeon shows too.
Very cool.
Yeah, I think.
If anybody out there knows what these shows are, let us know.
But
Or the platforms, yeah,
Unfortunately,
please.
I hate to do it, guys, but Billy McNeil was a little bit behind schedule this evening, and life happens, so we're going to have a truncated episode. But we
makes it sound like it has a trunk.
so
This episode
I'm
has a
already
Trump, people.
envisioning an
Man, that
elephant.
could really-
This thing is going to be huge.
That could be expanded into so many things.
I feel like we could probably riff on that for however much time we got left here.
This is a family show, or no, it's really not. We don't know. I mean,
I think I said shit like 10 seconds into the episode. So,
probably,
Yeah.
probably.
which yeah, I don't think. Did we ever even discuss beforehand whether or not we were just going to be like all out with the language or?
No,
I don't-
We never really did.
Yeah, no.
But the thing is, like,
Have
I
we
think
ever
that
filtered
everybody
ourselves?
is.
We don't
Not
censor
really.
I think
ourselves.
everybody is being pretty natural with language nowadays. We're hearing F-bombs and S-bombs on,
It's not
on
pearl clutching
Capitol Hill.
anymore.
you know.
Not as
And
much, yeah, I guess
C-SPAN,
you're right.
bro. They're dropping
Yeah.
that stuff on C-SPAN.
Are you serious? I haven't watched
Yeah.
C-SPAN
Yeah.
in quite some time.
People are getting real. They're dropping the pretentiousness.
The mayor,
Sounds good to me.
we're not getting political, but the mayor in Minneapolis just dropped an F-bomb not too awfully long ago. So
If there's a Minnesota politician dropping F-bombs, I would have guessed it was Jesse the Body Ventura. But,
Oh,
that was a very interesting time in
wasn't it?
oh my God.
He's a very interesting guy.
He really is. I met him once.
Really?
The size of that man is fucking staggering.
I bet.
I was standing like a step up off the floor from him, and he still just towered over me in every conceivable way. I was like 16, 17 at the time.
Just massive human being.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things the guys back then, they were huge. Even the guys that you wouldn't think were as big as they were.
Oh, absolutely.
But they didn't seem as big because they were next to King Kong Bundy and Andre the Giant. And
Well,
Hulk
look at
Hogan.
Cowboy Bob.
But
Cowboy
Bob's
Bob
a perfect
Orton.
example.
Is still a
He-
huge guy.
Absolutely.
$1 Million Man Ted DiBiase is
Yes.
like this wide.
Yes.
Like a refrigerator.
Very large.
Massive man. And he still stands a foot taller than I do.
Yeah. JBL.
JBL,
God,
he's
yeah.
still a
A
massive
lot
dude.
bigger in real life than I would have ever assumed he was just watching him on TV.
Absolutely. But yeah, and speaking of Cowboy Bob, Randy Orton as well is a...
Yes.
And he looks, he's a good sized dude when you see him on TV, but like to run into him in person, which I've done a couple of times because we live, I guess, somewhat close to each other. He's just a mass. Like anytime I've seen him out around like just other regular human beings, he's a giant.
Yeah.
What is it? 6'3", 6'4"?
I'm gonna say 6'5", probably. Probably somewhere
Yeah, he's
in the
closer to Bob's
mid
height.
twos.
Yeah.
Yeah, and jacked. I mean, just a massive.
Unbelievably so.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly who you'd want with you if you were going to war with the Trojans.
Yeah.
What? It's shit I think about. You know,
Yeah.
you got to consider
Do
what
you
you're gonna
expect to have to go to war with the Trojans?
have daily and zombie attacks.
Dude, I've been playing
Don't
for
you?
zombie
Okay.
attacks forever.
I mean, zombie attacks. I could see that.
they got books
Trojans,
out about that. Have you
I
read them?
mean,
They're
Yeah,
great.
I actually have one in the hallway.
Is it the Zombie Survival Guide?
It is.
It
Yeah,
is.
that's what I got too.
I got that, and I got some other books that are like how to survive after there's nothing to survive with, like
Gotcha.
off of nothing, like how to filter water from water,
Yeah,
hot water heaters.
those movies of the early 2000s did a number on us, huh?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
And they're still doing it. We just watched Greenland the other night. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh,
They just
go
made a
home and
sequel
watch
to
it.
that.
That's a
didn't
good one.
they?
You got to watch
Huh?
it.
They just put out a sequel to that, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I watched the first one because I
okay.
didn't want to jump in on the second one.
Right, yeah.
So
Oh, that's cool. I'd
See,
definitely
I have
check
a
it
hard
out,
time
though.
with
I
those
like it.
post-apocalyptic movies, those apocalyptic movies,
Just because
because
you think it's too real.
yeah,
A lot of
Too
times
possible.
it is, yeah.
yeah.
Like, have you ever seen
Especially
The Road?
when it comes. I mean, not so
Yeah,
much
The
with
Road,
like
uh,
aliens and things like that, right? But with the,
The Road with
weather.
Denzel in it. Which one was that?
The what?
The,
No, we're talking about very different movies.
well, kind of. Because,
The Road with,
because he's
Viggo
carrying a
Mortensen.
Bible.
Oh, the Book of Eli.
Book of Eli.
Yeah.
It's kind of like The Road, but Denzel Washington.
But yet not as... The
That's-
Road is one of the most bleak, grim movies you could ever possibly... If you're like just having way too much fun and feeling way too good about life, watch
wanna
The
ruin
Road.
that?
It'll ruin it. I promise. Great movie. Never want to see it again.
He's a great actor.
He's amazing. But, oh yeah, I forgot. I wanted to ask you guys. Who do you think would win in a fight? Bruce Springsteen or Billy Joel?
Bruce Springsteen.
Yes, Springsteen.
See, I think I thought about this obviously, but with prep time, I'm going with Billy Joel.
Why?
Springsteen seems like if you caught him in the heat of the moment, he's just got that passionate, fire and energy to him. I think he'd kick the shit out of him. But if Billy Joel had time to develop a strategy, because he seems more like a thinking man than Springsteen. Not to say that Springsteen's not, just more so. But I feel like he'd be able to strategize and pinpoint weaknesses and really, plan an attack and carry it out and dismantle Springsteen.
Yeah, I could see that, but Billy Joel has piano hands. Springsteen has like working man's like guitar player hands.
Piano hands sounds threatening though. I don't know why. I know what you're getting at. It's just it sounds like I don't want to get punched in the
I'm
face
not
with a
even sure
piano.
how because Piano Man doesn't sound masculine.
Not really.
No, so Piano Hand.
I guess I'm picturing like guy with like hands that are pianos.
So,
I don't know. It makes sense
hands
to me.
with like the keys,
That would actually be pretty.
the fingers with the
Oh
keys.
man. Oh
That's
man, I got a
Marvel character
tattoo
waiting to
idea.
happen. That's a
Oh
Marvel
my
character waiting
gosh.
to happen.
You would get piano keys
Piano
tattooed
keys
on
on
your
my
fingers.
knuckles? How fucking cool would that be? Do places still not hire you for reasons like that? Because I remember I was going to get a knuckle
Depends
tattoo
on
a
the
long time
place.
ago.
Like if they're not going to hire you for that, don't work there.
Right.
Fair enough, yeah.
I mean, where I work, we work with our hands with people, but in my industry at least, it's not super widespread for there to be a whole lot of judgment about things like that.
Gotcha.
And the ones that are either think that they're far more fancy than they are, or
Gotcha.
you know,
Fair enough.
I haven't really seen that as much of an issue in a lot of places.
Yeah, I mean, I work for the government, and I don't know how they would feel about it. 'Cause I honestly don't know the rules of the particular sector I work for about visible tattoos or anything like that.
He doesn't even know what sector he works for.
I just show up and they keep paying me.
It's a good gig. It's a pretty good gig.
It's not bad.
But the thing I was thinking of,
Yep.
mine has kind of a caveat too, because I'm taking Bruce Springsteen if it's just like a throwdown right then and there.
Sure.
Jersey.
One-on-one.
He's from Jersey.
One-on-one. And that's true. He's a Jersey boy. At least willing to throw down, I'm thinking.
Hey, Billy Joel's Long Island,
But,
though.
but here's the thing. Billy Joel is not going to be one that's going to fight you directly. Billy Joel is going to get everybody else pissed off at you, and then they're going to be like, how are you going to mess with Billy Joel? And then they attack.
That was a
Bruce
Billy
Springsteen.
Idol impression.
Yeah, Billy Idol.
That's funny because I was about to say that sounds like something from an Adam Sandler
We're talking
movie.
about Billy Idol, right?
No.
Billy
No,
Joel.
The whole thing. Oh, come on, then. Billy Joel?
Yeah.
Really? Like, I was thinking Billy Idol.
Dude, did you
this
just
whole
get
time.
Billy Joel and Billy Idol confused for like 5 minutes?
I think we pull the tape back. It might have been a whole Billy Idol thing to begin with.
No.
Were you recording
No.
this on actual
No.
magnetic tape?
I didn't tell you.
No, I appreciate it, man.
That's what that click, 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 click is in the background.
Oh, it sounded like we were doing this podcast in 1992.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's the plan. Like we're sitting in the projection booth at the theater.
Wow, if that was the case, actually, we'd be like days removed from the greatest Royal Rumble of all time, where Ric Flair entered at number 3, made it all the way to the
Wait,
end.
the greatest wasn't in Saudi Arabia? Isn't that what
Okay,
they
it
said?
wasn't titled the greatest, but the best Royal Rumble of all time, 1992, where Ric
Yeah.
Flair almost went the distance. He came in at 3 instead of 1 or 2, and Bobby Heenan put on the single best display of commentary of all time. It's fantastic.
I mean, Ric Flair proved that night, though, that he was the man. Proved that he was still that 60-minute man and could still go and kind of earned his stripes
That's
in
the
a
crazy
new
part.
organization.
He was still considered, like at that point, he was considered kind of an older guy.
Yeah.
He
And he
went
just kept on going.
for another
kept on
30
going.
years.
He kept on going.
It's insane.
It is
But
insane.
Ric Flair always had that, man, and that's one of the things that people really talk about with him is that he could go out and be out till 6 o'clock in the morning and then get up at 8, go to the gym, be at the venue, go 60 minutes, and then do it all again.
That dude's cardio was absolutely insane. I remember, I think it was Cornette talking about his resting heart rate was like 45 or something like that. He's like clinically dead.
Yeah,
And
because he was in such good shape.
yeah, because he was in such good shape.
Wow.
But that's why he was who he was in this business.
Yeah.
But
No argument here.
we are going to have to cut this thing short, and we're going to have to close it up. We appreciate you guys watching, and this thing's still a work in progress. So we don't have a set time. We don't have set agendas, shopping schedule.
We're going on the fly here, ladies and gentlemen.
Flying by the seat of our pants.
In
Maybe-
every way, shape, or form that we
maybe
can.
I'm
some
just
point
glad
it'll-
they're wearing pants.
It's true. Maybe at some point it'll...
For now.
Hey, can you pull up the SICW or Herb's page real quick, and we're going to run down who's going to be a few of the people that are going to be at the Fan Fest coming up.
All right,
But
FanFest 4.
February 7th, it's me and Billy McNeil. Saturday night, we're going to be trying to rid SICW of dysfunction, or at least put them in their place and let them know exactly where they stand in the pecking order in SICW.
Yep.
Yeah.
My biggest fear is tripping over one of the many names that Brandon Espinosa has dropped and twisting my ankle. So there's that.
Let's see. Doug Gilbert, Wildfire, Tommy Rich.
Shit, Doug Gilbert? That's awesome. I didn't know about that.
Dangerous Doug Gilbert. That's Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert's brother, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he played Freddy Krueger in Japan.
And I'm going to go off memory. We got Doink coming in. We got Carmine is coming in again. I like
Paul
that guy.
Ellering.
Paul Ellering's coming in. We got
Harvey Whippleman.
Mick Foley.
We got
Spike Huber. D'Lo Brown.
Is it Kerry Morton? Ricky's.
Kerry Morton's Ricky's son, yeah.
Yeah, Ricky and
Carrie
are
and
coming
Ricky
in.
Morton.
Oh, they're both coming.
Robert Gibson.
Yep. Mickey James.
Downtown Bruno.
Yep.
Harvey Whippleman. But Downtown Bruno when I first saw him.
Yep. Demolition.
Demolition's
I
coming
can't forget
in.
Demolition.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Axe and Smash, right?
Yep. Rick McCord, the
No
Brooklyn
Bryan
Brawler.
Adams, who's no longer with us, unfortunately.
Who's that?
Brian Adams' crush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Sunny from Glow. I am so excited to see her again. I adore the hell out of
Cool.
her.
They get along really well.
We do. Every time I see her, she has the biggest smile on her face. She's such a joy to be around, and
Great energy.
she is all about supporting women in wrestling, and it doesn't matter where they are on the card or what they do for the company. She's extremely supportive of women in wrestling, and she's a pioneer. She's one of the reasons that we're able to do what we do out there, whether you're a female wrestler or manager, valet, whatever. She comes from that stock, and she's cool as hell.
Yeah.
We also have the American Giant, Bobby Fulton, Mac
American
Davis,
Giant, fuck yeah.
Teddy
He
Long,
means it, folks.
Oh, I
Dan
love
Severin,
American Giant.
Carlito's going to be there. Hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
We'll have to bring a bag of apples for him.
I'm sure we wouldn't be the only one.
Haku,
Haku.
JBL's joining us again.
Awesome.
Powers of Pain gonna be
And
here?
one of
I
our-
hope JBL gets hands on Glenn Williams, dude.
Oh, me too.
Or an arm. Know what I mean?
You know what would be great, though? One of the biggest names that has been announced. We haven't talked about him. Mick Foley.
Mick Foley. And I think we should try to make the thing Friday night because he's going to be coming in the night before.
I'm super excited to meet
to
Mickey
do-
James,
Oh,
too.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing one of his stand-up shows or however it's
Yeah.
described.
The night before, and then the next day is going to be the Fan Fest, and then the evening of the Fan Fest is going to be a wrestling show. It's going to be crazy, man. But you're
It'll be a
right.
hell of a
Mick
weekend.
Foley is the headliner.
Oh,
Barbara
no
Goodis
doubt.
is going to be there.
As he would be in most places.
Right.
Bruiser Brody's widow is going to be there.
This is a really wicked card for
Yeah.
Fan
Did
Fest.
you say D'Lo Brown?
Yeah.
D'Lo Brown's going to be there.
Dude,
It's going to be a
love
great
D'Lo
time. Get your tickets, SICW.org.
SICW
And
Fan Fest 4.
Like, subscribe,
We're doing it.
Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. For Untitled, we appreciate you guys tuning in to Untitled Uncensored. I'm Curtis Wild,
I'm Billy McNeil.
and that is.
Chrissy Wild.
And we appreciate you guys watching.
Always.
listening, and thanks for coming.